Hello, let's dive into the astrology. This chart inside, all of this here, this is Blake, and the outside is Justin. So Justin is here, and Blake is this one inside. What surprised me the most when I was looking at their charts is how many trines, how many sextiles they have together. And these are very supportive aspects in any kind of relationship, whether it's a personal relationship, whether it's friendship, or whether it's like a business venture. For example, this Venus, his Venus, trine, her sun. That means like at the beginning, they probably genuinely liked each other. I don't often see this many positive aspects. If you count those aspects, it's like this is a sextile here. This is like his moon in Scorpio is sextile her sun in Virgo. And it's also sextile her Mercury, her Venus, her Mars. So these aspects, they help with the communication, with like genuine understanding each other. They also have Mercury, trine Mercury. This is his Mercury, and this is her Mercury in Virgo. This is Blake, and this one on top is Justin. So if you count those like harmonious, helpful aspects, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's like over 20 positive, helpful aspects that signify like friendship, maybe even love, maybe creativity. So from what I've seen from Justin's website, where he showed lots of messages, lots of correspondence between him and Blake, there was like creative flow between them. They were talking about their families, about their children. They were sharing a lot. And at some point, while they were working on the movie, they stopped talking to each other. They started to communicate between the representatives. So something has happened that affected this relationship really badly. But what is surprising, for example, like his Jupiter is trine her sun. This is like very, very positive aspect. Jupiter sees goodness in the sun, sees like positive things. It's helpful towards the sun person. Sun in this case is Blake. So I am like really, really shocked with this whole drama between them. As well, his Jupiter is trine her Venus. It's like genuinely liking each other. Her Mars, it's like helping with the Mars person. Jupiter is helping Mars person express themselves. His Neptune is making that triangle to her Sun, to her Venus, to her Mars. So this is like creative aspect. Maybe it's kind of idealizing too much this Sun person. I think he was maybe idealizing her. I think at the beginning he was thinking really highly of her. And at some point things went to dump between them. So I rarely see Synastry's comparative charts between two people that have so many positive aspects. Even like between marriages or like friendship, there isn't always that many aspects. Sometimes it's like just 1 or 2 aspects of Jupiter. They have all of it to become good friends. So what might have happened there between them? That they fighting, and it's like it's all over the media. So they have very, very, very positive aspects. Let's see what aspects might have caused some tension between them. First aspect we see here is Blake's Pluto is aspecting all Justin Scorpio planets. Her Pluto is conjunction his Mars, his Moon, his Saturn, all that cluster of planet in Scorpio. So this aspect can cause like lots of tension. This is especially Mars Pluto. It gives like lots of physical energy. And on the screen they playing a couple with the DV problems. And on the screen he is an aggressor. In real life she is person who kind of pressures him right now. So this gives like lots of physical energy. This also gives like lots of pressure. And because her Pluto is on his moon, at some point she sent him like a list of requirements to do. And she basically stated that she's not gonna promote the movie if he doesn't follow these requirements. So in this case, she was like very pushy person with the Pluto, and she was very demanding. She demanded change from him, and still things didn't end up well for him. So what I think it might have happened between them is like they both very strong personalities. She has very strong first and the second house, and she has strong Virgo. She is very detail-oriented person. Who the Virgo is even to the point of OCD somehow. This strong Virgo energy, people tend to do things certain way, and if something doesn't meet the requirements, if something doesn't meet their way, they gonna be like picky, they gonna try to change the details, because she's very detail oriented person, and he's more with his Scorpio moon and his Aquarius sun. He's more like an idealistic person, and he has this kind of quality. He wants to see the big picture, and he wanted to show in that movie Dance With Us sort of, how to say, like a taboo subject, because his moon is in conjunction with Pluto, so he is naturally drawn to taboo subjects. This conjunction here is difficult subjects. But what it also says about him, that his Mars is moon and Pluto, they are in conjunction. It says that he can be very bossy, and he also likes to do things certain way, his way, and he always has a plan. This is Mars with conjunction in Saturn. He's always planning things like ahead. He always follows certain rules. This rules is Saturn, this planet here. This is Saturn. So he might not be a very spontaneous person, since he has this strong Scorpio and he likes to plan. He might have trust issues. He might have control issues. But you can say the same thing about her. Virgo is controlling stuff through details, through being picky, through being OCD, through being just like plain annoying. He can be annoying too. So I think it might have been like clash of personalities. And also we have to remember that astrology doesn't say anything 100%. It shows you possibilities, can show you some difficulties you may encounter during your lifetime. And it's not like a sentence. So I don't think he did it, to be honest. He doesn't have any history so far with SH or SA. No one came forward working with him, unless there is something I don't know. So please let me know in the comments if he has any history of SH. But so far I never heard of it. So this is the first stressful aspect. It's like Pluto conjunction with his Mars. Her Pluto is with conjunction with his Mars. This aspect here. Next thing I see that might be really, really problematic here in this cooperation, it's her Neptune. It's this with his Mercury. Her Neptune is in conjunction with his Mercury. What it does, Mercury is communication, and the way he communicates, he tries to communicate very, very clearly, very structured. He had his podcast, he had a TEDx talk as well, and he was talking about difficult subjects. This is like Scorpio, Pluto, Scorpio, Moon. This is like difficult, taboo subjects, subjects like that society doesn't often talk about. He's trying to change the world through his Aquarius sun. That's like ideals. So what might have happened? Her Neptune is kind of like a fog. So maybe he communicated something, maybe there was a misunderstanding, because with her Neptune, how it works, if we have Neptune-Mercury connection with someone, like conjunction, for example, we don't always understand Neptune person. We don't understand what that person wants, what that person needs. There is some miscommunication. You can compare this aspect to, for example, like driving somewhere, Mercury, and suddenly there is a fog and you lose visibility. You don't know which way to go. So this aspect could bring some misunderstandings. This her Neptune with his Mercury. So this is like misunderstanding. This is like not telling the truth. This is not being honest. This is like being misleading. And in this case, Neptune person is misleading. And Mercury is trying to communicate something clearly, especially Mercury in Capricorn. And this person is misleading. Neptune person is misleading, is is not clear. Mercury person often doesn't know even what that person wants, what that person is trying to say. So this is like the second aspect that can be annoying. And also, she has all of her personal planets here. This is like Sun, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Moon. They all in Virgo. So she's very, very strong Virgo. And his Sun is in Aquarius. So Aquarius people, they always see the broad spectrum of things. They want to change things. They want to follow their ideas. They can be rebellious. While Virgo people, they want to focus on work. They want to focus on details. And it's like completely different energy. Her main energy, her Virgo energy is the earth sign. So she's grounded. She might be materialistic. She's very focused on making money. And his Aquarius sun, he's focused on like abstract things, changing the world through his art, because in one of his podcasts or interviews, he said that he wants to change the world. He wants to change how men see women. He wanted to show stuff in that movie from a woman's perspective. And his moon in Scorpio, he wanted to focus on these taboo subjects in the movie. And she wanted to focus on flowers, on wear your florals, grab your girlfriends. So I think her promotion of the movie was a total miss, because she promoted the movie kind of like a Barbie or a romantic comedy or something. And I think he wanted to make more dramatic movie. It was like more drama, more like a social commentary or something. So yeah, this is like 150 degree between his sun and her sun and all of her planets. So you can see this aspect here. This is his sun and these are her planets, and we have quincunx. But this is very stressful aspect. So maybe this aspect became dominating at some point and they were just getting on each other's nerves. Another aspect we see here is her Pluto square his sun. So this is ego conflict. This is very difficult aspect. This is very challenging aspect where Pluto person is trying to change the sun person. And Pluto person is very dominating. It's very, very demanding. And sun person, in this case, Justin, probably didn't like it because he was a director of the movie. This definitely has been very difficult for him. He was basically almost removed by Blake and her husband Ryan Reynolds from promotion of the movie. So there are few stressful, disharmonious aspects between them. But this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't talk about this. His Uranus is squaring her moon. Moon is our like daily routines, is like unconscious things, is like what time we go to sleep, what are our daily habits, and Uranus is like total disruption of your daily habits. So during the movie, I think it's normal that you might have like long hours on the set. I think her daily life, her moon was disrupted somehow by this. It also works that Uranus person can be like too exciting and too unpredictable for the moon. So maybe he upset her with something, not necessarily with SH. Maybe she started to upset him with her demands because she had lots of demands. But what's shocking to me, it's all those positive aspects that are like really helpful in any kind of relationship. They don't seem to be helpful in the scales. The fact that they have that legal battle is like crazy. And what's really shocking to me, that they didn't settle this. It's like amazing. I think it's the ego conflict. Maybe there was like another element, because the story goes with her husband Ryan Reynolds. So maybe it was his doing. Maybe he got jealous. Who knows? Or maybe they just wanted Blake and Ryan. Maybe they just wanted the money from the movie. Who knows? But I think this is amazing that they fighting. They could be lovers with those aspects. What is like Venus Sun, Venus to Venus, Mars to Venus, and even this like Pluto Mars can manifest as lovers. And they are playing a loving couple on the screen with some problems. And they're breaking up in the movie. So in this case, life imitates art. Things started friendly and creative and nice, and everything just went downwards after that. In the next one, I'm gonna see Blake transits, what future holds for her, and Justin transits. So stay tuned and thank you.